Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Lego DC Supervillains. So we're in the Bat Cave, which we started a race way up here as the Flash, and somehow ended up running like kind of all the way, I think, here and then into the Bat Cave via the secret entrance. We just haven't done anything. I guess the entrance was probably here. We haven't done anything as far as this area, the Wayne Manor area. So, storyline wise and open world wise, we just did not know that the Batcave even was here. I mean, sure, you could have made a decent assumption that there would have been a Batcave, but no real guarantee. So we've got something here that looks like it needs to be activated, and then we've got a path this way. Which, is this wall gonna just open up? Yes, it is. So here you have your Batman 86 TV show where the Batmobile comes out of a cave door, which honestly, in like modern times, in comics, I don't even know if they really imply that that's how it actually works. You have a Bat vehicle over there, but you can't jump into it. We have another object to interact with, and I'm just using the demolition mode to touch rocks and things and destroy them so we can eliminate some chances. So I bet it's a bunch of puzzles like this.
My magic will make short work.
And then up here, well, that looks like that might be a Bat plane spot. No Bat boat section. Nope, there is a Bat boat section down there too. So they've kind of combined the best of everything. And then there's an actual bat. This door doesn't open though. So it seems like that potentially would be the way into Wayne Manor. But this could be the way into Wayne Manor because this looks like a very specific Bat elevator. And that, yeah, that's going into a level. So maybe the implication is that this is the slide downward, so that goes somewhere else. And it just seems like you can jump down here, but there is nothing down here. So they've just added a ladder to climb back up. Okay. You can see there's a gold brick here to collect. And let's see. Hold B button. Charge this up. And then it's a timed puzzle. Interesting. Although I kind of question the logic behind that. You have a really short amount of time here in which you have to step off of it. Otherwise, you're gonna run into problems, and then you have a very long amount of time that you have to stand on it. So I'm just gonna kind of assume once it's about there. And it's not like the orientation is changing or anything. So yeah, it's giving you like just an incredibly short amount of time that you're supposed to react to it. And frankly, this game just doesn't really move that fast. Maybe I need a speedster. Let's see. Can we switch to the flash without changing anything? Notice nothing slows down as far as the electricity. We just don't have any other ability. So, yeah, there's a considerable, kind of obvious lack of polish here. At least they're not making you recharge the whole thing. But very obviously, this should not have taken this long. Is there any other character that could move potentially faster or slow down an electricity bolt? Oh, you know what the problem here is? That's not the solution anyways, is it? I've been doing this wrong the whole time. I actually just need to step on it in the longer spot, and then when it gets off that, jump to that. So yeah, maybe if I'm not a complete idiot, I could solve these puzzles better. So we'll go back to Livewire, I guess. Let's see, we will stand here. And then we will try to swap it all. I'm trying to get all the way to the top. Which means we kind of need to get here. And we kind of need to do that. And then I guess we do that. And then there's going to be a need to swap the blue. And then we've got a lot of time. This one feels easier, but in all fairness, if I was trying to go in the wrong direction, I still would have had major problems there. So that's going to power the Lego dinosaur. The reference to a giant mechanical dinosaur. I guess it's canonical, although not very well known, that Batman likes dinosaurs. But that really doesn't come into play. Okay. I don't know if I'm going the right direction. See, what I'm gonna have to do is potentially like spin this and then spin this. So just an increasing amount of extra visual noise there as far as unnecessary sections. And there may have been multiple ways to solve those puzzles, but it doesn't really matter. Almost every character has an annoying sound effect. And now we have Superboy showing up. Giving us a new mission.
Up in this cave for so long now. We had to find something to do, so we decided
Very
to play some harmless
echoey
pranks on good
sound
old Alfred.
effects.
Robin is out getting some stuff we need right now. Hey, you want in on this? Go make yourself look like a monster and meet me back here. You can jump out and scare Alfred. Super! Last week we locked Alfred in a freezer, but I bet this time will be even funnier.
Okay. So we are getting pushed in a fairly far distance. And it seems like there's just nothing in these tubes at the moment. This is just an elevator. I thought there was something more interesting here. So I guess maybe at some point we will have a Batmobile show up in other Bat vehicles. Bat plane, Bat boat, Bat helicopter, Bat jet. It's always disconcerting when you have a secondary character that just straight up appears off screen from a direction they couldn't possibly existed. Alright, let's just swap. Somebody who makes less noise.
Get your special edition, totally legit Wayne family gold bricks for only like 50,000 silver Superman tokens.
Well, I don't really get here in Lego games, and I've never really gotten it, is the idea of, wow, where does this want me to go? Is it legitimately pointing me towards the customizer? Yes, it is. So let's either fast travel to the customizer, because we don't need to really walk all the way to the customizer. Yeah. I've never really gotten it in Lego games, the idea of having your second character when you're playing as a single game experience. follow you around. They don't really do a good job of like making you preset characters. Do we have anybody who would meet the requirements to look like a monster? I don't feel like all these preset characters were available at the beginning of the game. Okay. Appearance. Head and body seems to be the indication. So the game is helping me. Because even the game knows that this mission would have been impossible. Okay, so we got the head and body, and nothing else seems to be vibrating. So, I think we're good. And the continued story. Wow. This guy has like no movement at all as an animation. You would think that wouldn't be the default, that you would just play as a little minifig character. And there's definitely a fan noise when you're in Striker Island. Fast travel back to Wayne Manor.
Whoa! You look like one of my father's scariest adversaries. Now get yourself hidden before...
Master Jonathan, are you up to no good again? And where is Robin? What did your father tell you after the last time?
Alfred, why do you have to be so boring? I told you, it's just John.
I will have to inform your father and Master Bruce about your antics today. They also instructed me that if you did misbehave, you would have to remain here. That means no more missions for you, Master John, or Master Damien when he returns.
Echoey sound effects again.
Alfred is such a bore. But hey, at least I got some entertainment from your costume. Thanks for that, I guess.
Like, where am I even on the screen? I'm not being
You
shown.
seem to have a lot of fun outside of this cave. Maybe when Alfred is gone again, I could try to sneak out and go on a mission with you. That would make my day.
So there's Superboy unlocked, and I was just like over here when I guess the game expected me to be more here. Alfred doesn't really feel like Alfred, but whatever. Alright, so first things first, get away from this nonsense and let's play as a character whose legs actually move. Although it would be funny if there was one specific level where all of a sudden their legs were broken and stopped working, and it was just like you were playing with minifigs.
Only like 50,000 silver Superman tokens.
Okay. So that's the way back to Gotham. So there's one flower here. A Batman or cheetah
I'm afraid this isn't
thing
something I
here.
can deal with right now.
Didn't know cheetah could track. I thought she could just dig.
This beautiful 24-karat gold brick is the perfect way to remember Thomas and Martha.
There's definitely a danger, certainly even in mentioning Batman's parents, considering they were brutally murdered
I'll deal
when he was
with
very
this,
young.
if there are no objections.
Okay.
Ew! Sorry, we don't take studs at this stall. We only take Superman tokens. They are totally hard to trace for like every other involvement in the copy. This place is completely legit.
So we continue down the path of solving this.
My plants are calling to me. I mustn't fail them.
Get your special edition, totally legit Wayne family gold bricks for only like 50,000 silver Superman tokens.
So we tap this. Then we have our attractiveness.
You're so beautiful. Please take this commemorative brick. I'll even throw in the display case for no extra cost.
I can't let any nasty believers get their hands on something as valuable as this.
This is interesting because this now would be the second time you have a highly likely scenario in which it would be female on female lesbian romance hinted at or directly indicated. Yeah, there's not really a lot of other characters that I think could have collected these plants other than Poison Ivy. So, yeah, they've snuck it in a second time in the overworld.
Little help?
Let's see. Who has a grapple joker?
Okay, so long story short, I was gliding over to the roof of the bank to make a little
Kite Man.
deposit, and the wind picked up a little, smashing my kite into this tree. Basically, what I'm saying is, get me down from here! Do you have a hook that you can attach to this thing?
I didn't think Kite Man was a villain.
Pull!
I thought he was just a failed hero.
That's better. Oh. Oh no! Look at this thing! It's completely broken! My precious kite! How am I going to fix this? I need more parts. You! Go and grab me some parts. I will pay you back as soon as this thing is fixed up. And the wind conditions are suitable.
So where am I supposed to be going to find parts? Well, seems to indicate to go that way. This, I bet, gets us back downwards. So is this supposed to be Martha Wayne, a statue of Martha Wayne? And is this supposed to be Thomas Wayne? Or are these just generic statues? And because it's raining and dark, that's not particularly the most interesting visuals you could get. Slow going. Definitely feels like it's just too slow going for every little mission. We have a new product for all the Wayne family fans, the Wayne Family Blender.
Where are the parts? Did you forget what you were looking for?
There's another piece over here. And so it looks like we are just going to go up the road collecting pieces, which gives us something to do while going up the road towards Wayne Manor. This is another great example where if the camera took control as I approached and kind of centered the shot a little bit better, that'd be nice. But notice that what it really did is centered it downward, not highlighting the nicer image of showing a little bit of the sky and the top of the building of Wayne Manor. Yep. So the big question that's going to come here is just how many things can we collect without also breaking the current mission. Can I switch to a different character? Seems like yes, I can. And then we use our telepathic abilities to carve a question into the hedge, which gives us some more points, more studs to potentially fix this up. I still seem to be missing some studs. Guess we have to power it up first. So we powered it up. Now we're driving. I assume we're supposed to hit all the grass everywhere and not miss anything. And it blows up the tractor and gives us a gold brick. No reason to fight with security.
First, that mean penguin.
Although security seems to disagree. And so it seems like there's kind of a mini puzzle hedge maze, but keeping it simple for a kid's game, which I can appreciate that, certainly. You don't need to go crazy and make a giant Lego hedge maze, and if you were going to go crazy and make a giant Lego hedge maze, then it probably should be in a separate level. Yeah, we'll steal some candy from the baby. You can't talk to this character. Even actions like that should probably happen a lot more, where you're just constantly stealing candy from a baby, but it should be just like walking up to it and pressing B.
Wouldn't go with my great ice rink idea, and now the wishing fountain is out of order. Today is just the worst. Great. Just great. I've even lost my receipt for these new skates. Oh.
Let's see. Obviously not doing the right moves. That took longer than it probably
Well,
should.
that's something. Here we go. I wish that I had my own ice rink.
Let's turn into Killer Frost. I don't know why our partner is beating up a goon, though.
Woohoo! My wish came true. It goes to show that you can get anything you want in life by wishing and avoiding any hard work. That was terrible. The worst ice rink I've ever been on. Way too small and nowhere near strong enough. I want my stud back.
Interesting. I don't feel like LEGO games have used the phrase studs as a currency.
30 days hath September. Charity egg hunt, prepare for disaster.
So there's Calendar Man. Now we have a new quest that just appeared there because we did the previous quest, but we can't do anything until we get the rest of the Kite Man components. So we'll have to come back and deal with that later. Interesting, there's a little dog. Let's wipe crime off the grid. Is there any way to even get this picture completely in frame? Have to walk considerably far ahead. Grid being one of the Justice Syndicate characters. And so that's the second place we found where we can change the photo. But it still definitely feels like there's only going to be maybe 4 or 5 in the entire world. Slow to turn around. This definitely feels like a flying character could just reach to wherever you're going as far as all of that. So unless there was a reason you wanted to break the 2 antennas, it seems like that was a path upward for no reason. Maybe there's a race at some point. Here we have a statue. Let's mess up the statue of the Wayne family. And I guess they turned it into the Bane family. I don't know what the snowman part of that is, though. That seems like the snowman was added just because I was playing as Killer Frost. So I guess that implies that there's a female Bane character Bane with a teddy bear. I think it's from the animated series. The teddy bears. Which I guess as far as defacing the Wayne family statues, that's not the worst way that could have gone. So bothersome bats. Okay, so we've got to find bats all throughout this level. Which, okay. Guess that makes some sense. Meanwhile, I guess we're looking for more construction pieces for Kite Man. Must have missed something back over this direction. Well, it indicates they collect the item is here, which obviously it's not there. So it might be way underground in the back cave, which I guess that would make some sense. Is there a quick way to get to the back cave or to even collect some of the other collectibles? Man, it's just raining on the screen.
30 days.
Dreary, rainy.
30 days hath September. Charity egg hunt, prepare for disaster.
Let's go ahead and switch back to our custom character. I just suppose out of an abundance of caution it makes sense to double check. Make sure that is just coins. Suppose the next thing to do would be see if we could just fly up. Check out what's up around here. See if we find any bats. See if we find anything else. Surprisingly sparse, although honestly not that surprising. And this seems to be the standard operating procedure, is to have 90% non-Lego on the screen at times, and then there's another bow tie. Yeah, it seems like 90% non-Lego on the screen a lot of times. And then you, every now and then, will get some interactable Lego thing.
This is just the kind of situation my skills are well suited for.
So it seems like what we're doing is fishing. And finding sausage. And standing on this seems to retrieve something. So I guess there's probably a gold brick for fishing up 3 fish. There's a Lego boot. Guess I'm getting the general idea. I definitely don't feel like most players, though, would have ever really naturally thought that you had to jump far down to the shore to find the next collectible thing in the Kite Man quest. Lego shark. Hi.
It appears my hunt for strangely exotic treasure wasn't a waste after all.
So now move on. Let's go back to a flying character. Seems to have a collectible way over here in Gotham, which that is not what I expected at all. And we are being taken even further and further to the depths of Gotham. Well, I would have thought all these quests would have stayed on the Wayne Island. Okay. And that leaves us collecting 2 capes.
What do you mean you can't drive? I mean I can't drive. We need to get out of here.
We have another character that we can't deal with yet. How low would I have to be to collect the guide studs? Seems like you have to pretty much be right on top of them. Really just a bad collection of locations to have items. If that was randomized, maybe that would explain some of it, but really shouldn't be randomized.
That should do it. I'll be gliding through the skies in no time. Kite Man, heck yeah! What do you mean, reward? I would never promise anything of the sort. Now leave me alone, or it'll be you in the tree next.
Curious. Perhaps this has hidden magical properties.
So maybe Kite Man is going to be a boss. Yeah, I just don't see a way that you could have maybe double backed this way, gotten all the collectibles, gone all the way up here, and just like not ended up having to also go way down here, then doubling back to that point. Alright.
Curious. Perhaps this has hidden magical properties.
There's a red robin. Another hero character. This is interesting because this feels like a spot you would want to jump off, but there's no like rings of studs or anything that would really encourage you to jump.
30 days hath September. Charity egg hunt, prepare for disaster.
Let's talk to Calendar Man if we can. He knocked him off his platform.
For too long have I been relegated to C-list crime status, stealing pens on Administrative Professionals Day, tampering with pancake batter recipes for Mardi Gras. However, this time will be different. This year's Wayne Foundation egg hunt will feel my wrath when I call upon that bothersome bunny to remove the eggs from this freshly cut lawn. This bunny seems to be running a little behind schedule. Maybe you could find him for me. In our last correspondence, the bunny sent me a picture of himself, but I lost it. I mean, you could probably take a guess for yourself, but this is sort of what he looks like.
So this is just once again, obviously, a go and customize your character challenge to make yourself look like a bunny. And so if we're going to run into more of these challenges, we're going to end up having all of the custom slots filled, which I guess that's super plausible considering how many other Lego games exist where you don't ever use any of the custom character stuff. Let's see. Hat. Bunny ears. I don't see anything here that looks like bunny ears. I guess what this is probably a preset body. At what point would we have seen a preset body, though, of a bunny? So this is shaking. Nothing else is shaking. Right? Just that and that. Ears. I mean, that doesn't really feel like a bunny ear. Oh no, it's way down here.
Oh.
Interesting. So there's just a whole bunch more and a whole bunch of other things to unlock. So under all these locks, were there possibly another group of things? Or did I go too low to begin with, and is it at the very top? It is at the very top. Okay. Nothing shaking on this page. Nothing shaking on this page. Nothing shaking on this page. And at least this time the bunny actually walks. I don't know why there was no walking animation for the other custom character. That may very well have just been a glitch. Still 100 million away. We'll just fast travel to Wayne Manor. That should put us outside of Wayne Manor. We'll take this elevator. Now if we take that elevator, it puts us inside of Wayne Manor. So, what we have to do is fairly quickly get through this point, and we can fly up here. Land back here and wait for
Maybe he's at
our
Striker's
assistant.
Island. He does do a lot of raking into him.
So here's our bunnies and a bunch of
But he
kids.
couldn't make it, huh? Well, at least he sent one of his assistants. You can always count on him for that. Him and SC, reliable fellows.
On behalf of the Wayne Foundation, I now declare the annual charity egg hunt open.
Quickly, Bunny, retrieve those eggs. Make sure no child finds a single one.
So I guess the idea here is just to steal them. We'll find a bunch of eggs. Just cheat on the hedge maze. Doesn't seem like the kids are gonna find them even if I did nothing. But we're increasingly seeing children in this story, which is a little weird. I feel like I've gotten all the eggs on this side.
The
Maybe
bunny
there's
hasn't
more.
run off with all the eggs, has he? Oh well. I can put my own egg plans on hold.
That was a tough one to reach. Too tough for its own good. It's funny that some of these walls can be jumped and some of these walls can't. Feels like all of them should be jumpable. But yeah, now we're just not only taking candy from a baby, but stealing eggs from an Easter egg hunt and beating up kids with our demolition mode enabled. This definitely seems wrong that you would have the player create a custom character and then not encourage or force the player to give them the ability to double jump when that is obviously necessary. I mean, I can certainly make do as far as just figuring out ways to get on the ledge, but it adds frustration certainly for no reason. I guess I don't really have to play as the bunny. I could probably just turn to Black Adam and fly around if necessary. So we've collected all of the eggs.
Excellent. Another successful holiday-related crime in the
Well, folks, it seems that we're out of eggs. But don't worry, the Wayne Foundation invites you all to partake in the chocolate buffet now being set up in the Wayne Manor lobby.
I may have overestimated how much chaos taking the eggs would cause. I suppose it could be argued that all we've really done is just participate in the event like everybody else. Do you think they'd still let me have some chocolate?
Interesting, they had an animation there of throwing eggs at him, or giving the eggs to him, because we don't really see that animation much anywhere else, where you would be handing over items. We are pretty much like done for the Wayne Manor. This challenge may have us running around some more, but that's probably about it. Well, there went Crypto. Now, what's funny about this is I don't think I've ever seen a Lego dog that looked like this. Maybe there's a special mold for a special Lego Crypto in some of the DC sets that I've not seen. Whereas all the other Lego dogs and animals I've seen are very much in line with what is actually available to purchase. Of course, Lego games have never really been heavy on pushing kids to actually buy Legos, and Lego games and Lego cities are games that of the Lego games that have big Lego cities, they don't make it really feel like the Lego city itself is built in the game anything like a city built out of Lego sets and Lego bricks would look like, which particularly for the Lego game called Lego City was, I think, the most disappointing, because you really could have had just a one-for-one model replica of tons of models in Lego City, and it could have felt like 100% everything was built out of Lego. And even Lego World might have worked fairly well if that was the general conceit, that everything was going to be built out of Lego and that there would be a giant city. Lego World's pretty much everything is built out of Legos, but it doesn't create a city that you can just smash down into nothingness, which that might be an interesting idea if you're going to try to make like a Minecraft like ever generating terrain type game in Lego bricks. You could have entire Lego cities ever generating in every direction, and the player can just break the Lego bricks as much as they want, or rebuild the Lego bricks as much as they want. So Crypto says, oh boy, friend is going to help make Crypto superstar actor. All Crypto needs is a picture and he will be megastar. Will friend be good boy and take picture for him? Okay. So we're just following the dog. So he wants a picture here. Let's do it this way. So there's a whole like game mode here. I find that very interesting that you could have potentially almost a Pokemon Snap-esque idea. Now, even my controller's got some dead zone drift. going on, or the game does. Maybe we have to take the picture that way, or maybe we have to frame all 4 corners. Sure doesn't feel like it's reacting. Got a ton of emails here. She's not got back to me yet, but I'm hopeful. Do you know what today is? It's Calendar Man Appreciation Day. I wrote my senator to see if she'll help me elevate it to a national public holiday. She's not gotten back to me yet, but I hope she does soon. Or whatever he said. Okay. What is the goal? He wanted a picture. Who is his friend? Let's swap to, say, Superman. And see if that's who has to be in the picture too. Or do we have to go get something? Like, are all these squares supposed to line up in some way? Crypto is a handsome boy in this one. Yes, that's it. So you have to apparently line up 2 squares, not just 1 square. And that's an interesting gameplay mechanic that could have been used throughout the entire game, but it wasn't.
Oh, where are they? I can't drive.
Crypto needs shows comedy song. Show he's funny. Take a picture or fairground behind Crypto so he can be silly. Okay. I think I'm getting this now. This makes Crypto laugh. So this is yet another challenge that's having us run all over the place. Now please take picture by water. Crypto look like big hero here. So I'm taking a picture of just the wall behind him, I guess. Thank you, friend. Crypto's gonna be a big star thanks to you. If you ever need any help or spare bone, call Crypto's agent anytime.
Where have I seen this before?
So,
You know, where are they? I can't drive. I can't drive either.
am I supposed to be stealing these random cars, or are they just spawning there in case you happen to want a car? Doesn't seem like it respawns one, so it doesn't seem like it's that important. We now have a speedster race. But I find that weird that we did that whole dog challenge and it didn't have any connection to this dog here. Like, doesn't really make a lot of sense. Okay, we want to do Wayne Manor. And then we'll, I guess, come back and do the race. And flying high above is not really going to do anything. Let's just do the race now.
I have a feeling something newsworthy's about
the
to happen.
reverse flash.
This is your only warning, world. The reverse flash has arrived.
This may not really take us very far. Where am I supposed to go? I lost the path. Am I supposed to jump? Yeah, that took me halfway away from Wayne Manor. And I think I just missed another.
Where are they? I can't drive. I can't drive either.
So that is a mission to take the vehicles. So there's just like joyriding missions. So I was just going in the exact wrong direction.
My research into finding valuable items in seemingly implausible locations is going well.
Can I get over that? Oh no. Okay, so that wasn't a terrible race. We can just fast travel over to this point, and that'll put us right in Wayne Manor. I said at the end of the last episode there wasn't a high chance I was gonna accomplish too much in this episode, and that definitely feels correct in that we've only cleared Wayne Manor. Okay. It's definitely the same old, just to break Wayne Manor. And break everything in it. Am I supposed to bounce somewhere or do something there? You would imagine that there would be a clock in here, And the clock would lead towards...
It won't take a snowstorm to deal with this.
Like, you'd imagine there's a clock that would open a secret bookcase that would have you slide down to the back cave. But I think we may have this out of order. Yes, we do. So move these this way.
That's a shiny looking belt he's got there. Your pants ain't never fallen down with a belt like that.
And so there's some Batman stuff. And then we've got a moving platform, which may be a little too difficult for a kids game. You have a very noticeable collection of goons here, and I guess the idea is we're, as Joker, getting 2 goons for this invisible goon.
Okay, boss.
You don't tend to see house phones much these days, especially with these tech-savvy guys like Wayne. Maybe that's why he hid it behind a bookcase.
Yeah, in Batman 66, I guess there was a phone. No, the red phone was just used to talk to Commissioner Gordon.
Boy,
It was
sure
a
looks comfy. If everything goes okay with this job,
it
won't
was
be
either
long
a
till I can afford
bust.
a couch like that for my place.
In Batman 66, there was like a bust of William Shakespeare or something with a head folded back, and there was a button to open the secret panel. And the phone was just to talk to Commissioner Gordon. Oh man. How many times am I gonna mess this up? See, I don't think there's a way to easily fly up. You have to then, like, double tap the B button while being over it, so you fall. But I guess if I get one of them, then I can get the other one. And this is a very obvious Wayne Manor.
Huh. Fancy looking window. I wonder if this place used to be a church or something.
I guess the general idea is that we're revealing to this inept guy that he's Batman.
Oh, hey, that's cool. Looks like this guy is using a map to plan something out. He's getting the boss involved too. Wonder why he doesn't know. Maybe it's a surprise party or something?
So I guess we just had to do all of these things, even though they're fairly disconnected things. Can't break a chandelier.
To take care of.
Although I think you are supposed to bounce up here on the chandelier. Apparently the Joker is gonna pull this downward. Yeah, the whole clock thing is more the comic book, where you would set the clock to a specific time. I think very possibly the time
that's all
that
the damage we can do in here.
that
Taking
his
a look
parents
at this, I
died.
think the boss was right. There's definitely something off about this Wayne guy. Putting on my sleuthing hat, I think I know who this guy is. Bruce Wayne's secret is that he's a really cool guy. I mean, look at this place. It's amazing. Wait a minute. All the cool stuff in this place is covered in bats. Huh. He must be a friend of Man-Bat's. Or maybe he is Man-Bat. That'd explain all the cool loot. Well, in that case, he's one of our own. I'll let Riddler know that Wayne's a friend to us villains. Hey, thanks for your help. Take this for your trouble.
I was a little bit wordy, and we're out.
Perfect. Thanks for giving me a hand with this. I did ask the boss for some more guys, but everyone's tied up in this pilot scheme he's got on at the moment. I don't get why he has to write things in the sky instead of just sending a letter. But I guess that's why he's the boss.
So how does one leave the area? That way. The door was not obvious. So we know there's some bats around that we would have to find. And there's some vehicles missing here, unless you're supposed to spawn in those vehicles and land them in the right place. So yeah, we kind of know that there's some more stuff.
All this fuss over little old me. How touching.
I don't know why there's all these Lego ropes that you can walk on. There's a bat in my house. There's one more challenge. It says catch the bat. So there's just a whole bunch of extra stuff here now. Okay. We'll charge that. And then here's a much more simplistic take on the electrifying the thing puzzle. To just have spinning dials that you can slowly use to adjust the puzzle.
That's great. The boss was saying he's sensitive to light. He'll go right to this, then zap! Won't know what hit him.
Feels like there was supposed to be some more dialogue or prompt on that. I'm not getting zapped, but I'm also kind of an electric character.
Good. wreaking. That loud music will make his bad ears go crazy.
So you just had to see this challenge on the map, and that was it. Like you just had to find it and then do it. Interesting. The Lego mousetrap there flung me upward. So if you were not playing with the gold brick detector enabled...
That's looking good. Bats are basically just rats with wings glued on, right? Should work like a treat. Perfect. All ready for that winged weirdo. Suppose you want to be paid? Well, you did do a decent enough job, I suppose, so take this.
He's just facing the wrong way that whole time. We don't even see his face as a character.
Now all that's left to do is to bide our time. This might take a while. You're more than welcome to stay here with me, but you ain't getting any more pay.
Notice those facial animations are not anywhere close. From the looks of it, that's probably everything that could do.
I am the King of Darkness. The world will soon know how evil one man can be. I will destroy all who cross these seas through the deadliest method of all, lightlessness. Minion, you will assist me in becoming the greatest villain that Gotham has ever known. Help me
So
turn
we
off
might as
that
well do these
blasted
last
light,
two
or you too will
things
perish.
on this lighthouse and just hope that they don't take too long.
Curious. Perhaps this has hidden magical
Dr.
properties.
Light. And then, let's see. Got some Deadshot targets. Some more Deadshot stuff. Looks like there's Deadshot things all around here.
There's nothing to fear. Why must you bring light to this place? I need pitch black to complete my plans.
Okay.
What's this again? Oh, right. I got it.
Okay. So Deadshot's supposed to be in pitch blackness. So this whole thing seems to be just about finding the right angle, or setting up the right angles to begin with. Let's see what this does. I'm just not sure how much of this we really have to do. So you've got this whole lighted section there. This feels a little overly complicated as far as a challenge. So yeah, I'm just guessing that I was supposed to do this. That's gonna bounce it multiple times in this infrared vision. I don't know if I could have gotten out of that vision mode to watch it bounce normally. So that broke one of them. The second step is to find a way to, I guess, elevate that. Which is easier than it seemed like it would be. You can pretty well tell that there is a disconnect between the people who made these level designs and the... Well, that seems like that'll work. Although it seems like both of them would have worked. The people who made the Lego sections of all of this and the Lego challenges. Otherwise, you would have more than 2 collectibles in the lighthouse, or just not create the lighthouse.
Looks a bit like an island, but it can't be. There's no lighthouse on there. Nope, must just be some strange-looking waves. Ah! What was that? Must have been that darn Dr. Light again, stealing the light from the lighthouse.
Blast! I will not have that dunce giving credit for my evil deeds to anyone else. Maybe I need a new way of committing my villainy. Begone, minion!
Yeah, and not really a lot to say when that's all there really is to do.
Nothing can match my control. But I shall take this item all the same.
It seems to me like there might be something up here, but no, not really. Yeah, you could have easily not have created that. Noticeably, we do now have a new race. So let's do this race and see where it takes us. This character requires somebody with glide. Okay. Killer Frost, I believe, has glide. Glide advanced. Apparently is not Killer Frost. I'm not particularly sure who does have
Cold is more than
glide.
ready for another chilling encounter.
You'd think it might be Kite Man, so we may have to play as Kite Man since he may be the only character in the game that does have a glide ability. Certainly wouldn't kill me to make Kite Man a character, but let's just see who else might have glide advanced. Yeah. Batman. Which I guess that makes all the sense in the world. So this is much like the Arkham City challenges, but easier for kids. I don't see anything that would have you swoop up. I do like to retry. Not really seeing anything that would have you swoop up, so I would have to assume the goal here is to probably just touch the high tips of the rings. I'm pushing all the way up, it's doing nothing. Letting go of A stops you from gliding. And see, there's like 14 more rings. So, finally I have an original plan. I'm going to block out the sun with a giant satellite. Yeah, I just don't know how the glide ability even works. If I let go of A, I guess instead of pressing downward, I could fall. Let's see. Gliding ability. Just read the instructions. While gliding, hold L to dive or hold up to lift upwards. Well, that definitely doesn't feel like the case. Pick a different character. Give it one more chance. Aquaman having a gliding ability?
Time to make a big splash!
Yeah, I guess, maybe. We'll see if this works. Theoretically, all of these characters should control exactly the same. But that's not the case. I definitely am getting more of an uplift with Aquaman here. But not enough of a lift. just like losing momentum. So I suspect you're gonna just need Kite Man. I suspect there's no other way around it. And then let's see what this does. Because that's pretty much the only thing left. We still got a lot of Gotham City to do, and probably next episode I'd like to check out, I guess, Arkham Asylum in particular, because we've just never been there or done anything. And then there's also the swamp. Okay. So we've got a car. We steal the car. We immediately have a 3-star GTA rating, which doesn't seem to really do much. And then we're driving the car somewhere. The Iceberg Lounge, I guess.
Wow! Thanks so much. See you around, bud.
So that was a modest misdemeanor for joyriding and stealing the car. You can see the police are now after me. Interesting, this Lego vehicle here is missing a wheel. There's another one. That's an interesting gimmick that could have been in other Lego games. Yeah, if it weren't for the fact that so many Lego games in the past really could benefit from being remade with the more modern conceits and ideas and gimmicks and gameplay mechanics, it would be incredibly offensive to potentially have this thought out there that Lego games are just going to be completely remade so that they can sell to you a second time. What's that? Peeping penguins. Interesting. So another challenge. We've gone too long, so like following each of these bothersome bats challenges now wouldn't make sense. I assume the modest misdemeanors are all over the open world, and I don't think any of these others particularly would have been in the Wayne Manor area. Let's see, we are making small bits of progress again in all the percentages, but it is definitely taking a long amount of time to do it. We're going up about 1% every hour plus of gameplay, and we probably will only get to like 75 or 80% overall once we've done the entire overworld, because a lot of the percentages that will be unlocked will just be purchasing characters. We're almost to 100 gold bricks. We're at 114 characters unlocked, but that's about the only thing that's changed. So we'll leave it at that. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. There's a bunch of social media and support links down below in the description box also. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.